You can buy just about anything these days.
That's true. But wait until you see what our next guest is selling.
Yeah, Leo de Watts is an air farmer.
That's right.
Air farmer and the founder of AETHAER.
Careful.
And he sells bottles of air for around $150 a pop.
Wow.
Yes, yep, $150 a pop. To tell us more, Leo is live from London. Leo, this is either very fresh air or one hell of a rort. Tell us about it.
Yeah, sure. I started the company up 1st of January this year. Started selling bottled air from the UK, and just in time for Chinese New Year, and it's just taken off.
Okay, and so you capture air, put it in a bottle. Do you ever get confused between the full jars and the empty ones?
No, not really, because I mean we get the empty jars in from the factories, and we open them up straight away, air them out as much as possible, take them out to the countryside, out to the hilltops and things, and there we collect the air, the ether, fill up the jars, close them up, seal them up, label them, and then package them. So I mean, once one's been filled with pristine country air, then they're all labelled, and so we don't get confused between the two.
What a stupid question, Lisa.
Sorry about that.
Hey, just watching that vision too of you collecting the air. Look, there seems to be a lot of fun stuff happening in the countryside there. If we can go to the vision now of that lovely lady who's capturing the air. And it looks like you're wandering around in the background trying to catch butterflies as well. It looks like it's all happening in the air. There you are, look at that.
It makes you it's almost Benny.
It's like a 60s flashback.
It's like Benny Hill.
Benny Hill, yeah.
How do you know when your net is full? How do you know that your net's full?
Good question.
Well, I mean, this is the thing, is that when you pass the net through the air and you feel the resistance in the net, then, you can feel that it's full of air. I mean, it's like you can't see the wind, but you can feel the effect.
Exactly.
So when you feel enough drag through the net, then you know it's full, and then you're able to put it into the jar.
See, Sylvie, you're clearly not a natural air farmer.
I've never caught air before.
Haven't got the touch.
How do you know if you're an air farmer, sir?
Well, I mean, it doesn't come naturally to everyone,
No,
but
exactly.
you have to...
Stupid question.
You have to know, for example, the pristine places to collect air from in the first place, put the equipment together, and you take it from there. But you end up being a bit of a connoisseur, really, at the end of the day. It's a bit like with wine tasting, you start off with the basics, you try different sorts of wine, and eventually you're able to tell the difference between a whole variety.
What do you say to those people, and I'm not a cynic, but, I've read The Emperor's New Clothes for my kids, that say this is just an absolute rort, and you're putting air in bottles and getting $150 a bottle. What do you say to those people? Because they are out there.
Sure. Well, I mean, the thing is that anything that's rare or doesn't exist, you can easily, put a markup on it. You can sell it as a luxury item. So, for example, perhaps a diamond, you don't have one of those, and I sell you a diamond. The thing is, you can't breathe a diamond, and you need air to breathe. So, in a place where clean air is a luxury and doesn't actually exist, then you can put a markup on that.
It won't surprise anyone in Australia if I say that I like the cut of your jib, young man. I think you're an entrepreneur. Hey, listen, we've managed to collect some air here in Australia too, because we like the idea so much that we're going to rip it off. And I'm just going to give Lisa, because there's a sample of air. You've got to tell me where you think this sample is from in Australia. You ready?
Okay.
You ready?
Oh, that's Bondi air right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
smells like...
That's Bondi air.
Kind of qualities.
I never did quite sort that sewage issue out.
Yeah.
When the northerly wind blows in Bondi, everybody knows about it.
Yeah, do they? What have you got there, Sylvia?
It's got more of a Queensland tone to it, I think.
Mangroves.
Frangipane.
Sugar cane, mango.
There you go.
Can I just ask our guest one question? So what do most people do with their purchased air?
Well, I mean, this is the thing, is we started it as this luxury item, but perhaps you want to just call it a novelty item, really. And the thing is, with the lead up to Chinese New Year, people exchange LIC packets, which are money packets, and they give that to friends, relatives, business partners, sign of prosperity to try and bring about wealth for the following year. So in this instance, we have provided a product which is very much, healthy, clean air based product, which again is going to try and wish someone wealth and prosperity and health for the following year. So the idea is people were giving them as gifts in the lead up to Chinese New Year, which is just coming to a close. It started on the 8th of February. So really it's as a gift, or maybe even if you want to say an art piece. And now with all the various media attention we've got, now the actual original jars that we sold are worth a lot more than what we sold them for initially.
The problem is you sell them to China. The Chinese are going to make their own air and make it better, aren't they?
Yeah, have a made in China.
Then better is the word I would necessarily use.
Look at you running around the meadow tops. I'm coming over your place Friday night.
How much money have you made, buddy, from that cynical world again? Not from me. How much money have you made?
Oh, Timmy,
putting a number on that. I mean, we reinvest any funds that have come in back into the business. So actually, sort of making money from it. I mean, we've got a healthy turnover, but we've sold about 150 jars for £80 a jar. We've got a few costs in there as well, but for the most part, we're just putting the money back into the company. So I haven't actually personally seen anything from it myself yet.
Classic jumper he's got on too.
It is a good jumper. So Leo, for those who are considering buying this air, how long does it actually last once you open the jar?
Well, I mean, this is the thing, is it's basically on personal preference to how you use it. I mean, there's every individual has different breathing techniques. Some people are naturally a heavy breather. Other people take sort of shallower breaths. So once you open up the jar and you put your face to it, it depends whether or not you want to take one big breath, or if you would rather just take a few shallower breaths. But between one big breath and a few shallow breaths, I would say is how long it lasts for.
You are a legend, bro. This is a great sell.
I wish I'd thought of it.
I love that.
Great sell.
It's up to the individual to choose how they consume their jar of air.
No, he's terrific. Well done to you, mate. It's a great laugh, and well done. We love this kind of entrepreneurial stuff. Well done.
He's not laughing.
He's made about 25 grand.
Yeah,
just in a couple of days.
Yeah,
he's laughing.
Good for you, Leo.
Yeah, exactly.
Breathing fresh air.
Thanks a lot. Good luck with it all.
Story. It's a cracker.
They look beautiful, those clothes on the Emperor.
All right.